on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight, we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They'll run with a late signee in camp. This is Kenyon Drake. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Huntley to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. And brought in by Braid. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Brady now on 1st down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Buccaneers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game, I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Here's Huntley. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. On 1st down, Drake. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
To throw, Huntley. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Huntley. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Huntley. Flush. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Logan Hall in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On third down, Huntley. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 33. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 14-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
To throw on third down. Huntley. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And this one caught downfield by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse it. This is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go with Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Huntley. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Off play action. Huntley. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Huntley. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Off the play fake. Huntley eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's in. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as good running gets them to about the 44. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 92 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need him right now because they're trailing. He's got a man, complete. And the tackle going to be made at
A gain of 42 yards on the play. First down, Baltimore.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley escaping the pressure right. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Operating from the gun, Huntley. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, it's such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Tucker's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Running room at the 50. Look out. He will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from the special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Throwing on first down is Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Brady now to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. With it is Jackson. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Throwing to start the drive.
Huntley, and he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. A give up the middle to Akers. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. On play action, it's Brady. Underneath, he's got Brady. He's got the first down and more. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just
under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Bucs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
First play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder is,
oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a run up the middle with Drake. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air. Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw is Brady. Underneath, he's got Brady. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Bucs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their own 22.
He starts with a give to Akers.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Here's Jackson to return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Huntley. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They had to go for it with
such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. So fire the cannons. It's a victory.